Good evening. We're on the 10 p.m. update of our winter weather event, winter storm. One person commented, I'm from Buffalo. This is not a winter storm. True, if this was in Buffalo. But again, one of the things that is pretty important to really make mention of is that many locations are seeing accumulating snowfall for the first time in 2 years. Why do I bring that up? There's a lot of first time drivers and there's a lot of people who haven't experienced snowfall in quite some time. And unfortunately, we're already seeing the impacts of that as I'm noticing on X, there are quite a few reports of accidents on the Turnpike, the Garden State, I-95, that whole area. So the concern here is that with these slick roads and snowfall, a lot of people are not used to this type of snowfall. That's why we're doing the coverage to let you know exactly what's evolving here. And again, a 2 to 5 inch snowfall, or 6 inches if we're able to get to that point, is still a pretty significant impact, especially for the morning rush hour for tomorrow morning, as many of you will be getting out to work. There's already delays and that are showing up for school districts throughout central New Jersey, northern New Jersey, New York City, the suburbs around Philadelphia. So we're already seeing those impacts already play out. Currently, right now, we continue to see temperatures holding in the mid 20s. Around Freehold, we've been stuck at 24.6 for about an hour and a half now, as snowfall has been steady throughout the region. We're very, very close to getting our first inch in 2 years. So that's certainly something that we're going to be keeping an eye on, and we'll see whether we break that inch mark with our 11 p.m. update an hour from now. Meanwhile, we have reports of light to moderate snow throughout the region now, getting up into Newark, New York City, JFK, throughout Long Island. You're starting to get reports in northern New Jersey, right around Sussex. We got, let's see here, Sussex Airport, light snowfall with visibility around 7 miles, so very light snowfall at that. Again, notice the temperature and dew points at 13 degrees, temperatures at 25 degrees. So we still got a bit of dry air to work our way out. This snowfall that's being reported is very fluffy, very dry, which was expected. And that is a clear sign of a high snow ratio event, as this moisture, very limited moisture in the atmosphere, is starting to push in. Now, when we take a look at the radar here, again, we took off the winterized view where you could see snow, ice, and rain because everyone's snow here, okay, in the northern mid-Atlantic. So we'll worry about the rain snow line later on. What I am noticing is that we're starting to see an increase in intensity in the precipitation here in northeastern Pennsylvania, and again over central southern New Jersey, back towards southeastern Pennsylvania and towards the Delmarva Peninsula. So, what is causing this intensification? Well, when we take a look at our lifting maps, this is at 9 to 25 millibars front of Genesis. This is towards the southern mid Atlantic. Now, again, notice we're seeing some strong lifting here. You can see stronger lifting on the way heading towards our neck of the woods, but very strong lifting over southern New Jersey, up towards 850 millibars. The front of Genesis is focused over the Tennessee River Valley, back towards portions of northern Alabama and Georgia. It works all the way up into around the DC area. Now, when we shift to the northern mid Atlantic, again, there's our strong lifting at 9 to 25 millibars, which matches up very nicely here. And then when we go to 850 millibars, this is what's brand new. We're starting to get more front Genesis here at 850 millibars over the New York City metro. This is only going to intensify as we move on through the evening, which is going to allow for more intense snowfall. Well, intense probably isn't the right word. More potential for moderate snowfall and an increased potential for snowfall accumulation throughout the region. So we're going to continue to see this play out. In the meantime, we're going to be watching our rain snow line. We take a look at again at 9 to 25 millibars. We'll just look at the analysis here. Uh, we're quite a bit away still from any type of rain snow line pushing anywhere close to the northern Atlantic. The rain snow line is to the south of Cape May. This is going to take some time to push northward. I do expect that rain snow mix to push into the southern end along the southern side of Long Island. the central New Jersey coast and the southern New Jersey coast, and back through the southern half of Delaware as we move on. Then the battleground is going to be around central New Jersey. Let's go back to northern Long Island, back through central New Jersey, basically cutting Monmouth County in half, northwestern portions of Ocean County, cutting through Burlington County, and just south of Philadelphia. That's where I think we're going to see our area of mixing. And to the north of that, periods of snow continuing. And basically, the HRR guidance, NAM guidance, and the synoptic model guidance are all starting to come into line with that type of idea. In terms of lifting on the satellite picture, pretty much playing out as expected. Here comes our polar shortwave. Shows up very nicely here on the water vapor satellite picture as well. That's going to enhance our snowfall. And again, this is what we're expecting. Zoomed in a little bit. Right along the coast, this is where your best chance of seeing snow mixing with sleet and rain. I like 1 to 3 inches in these locations. Watch out for slick and wet roadways tomorrow morning. In this zone, 2 to 5 inches of snow. Again, the question up here is simply how much moisture are we dealing with? But in this area, we have a perfect cross section of plenty of moisture to work with, cold enough air, and strong frontogenesis, strong lifting, combined with the shortwave coming in from the west. That's why I like this area around 2 to 5 inches. I think many areas are going to be reporting 3, 4, 5 inches in this zone here, especially as we get past midnight and that snowfall intensifies a little bit. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that. Very slick, dangerous, icy roadways tomorrow morning. Use caution during the morning rush hour. Again, people are not used to these type of conditions. And then further north, again, the question is just whether or not we're going to be squeezing out enough moisture to get above 3 inches. The air is very dry. It's also very cold. We have a high snow ratio potential there, so that could actually get you to that point of getting to that 4 or 5 inch level. But if we don't, it's going to be because of the amount of dry air that's in place and the limited precipitable water values up in this point around 0.2, 0.3. Not a lot of moisture really pushing this far northward. But I still like the idea of easily 1 to 3 inches. Many locations are going to be in that 3 inch range. Up towards extreme Sussex, northwestern New Jersey, northern New Jersey, and then up towards the Poconos and Catskills. We'll have another update in an hour at 11 p.m., and then we'll call it a night and come back in the morning. Have a wonderful evening, and as always, stay safe out there.